Welcome, this is Dr. Traci K. I love you in this place. Thank you for coming back to share your practice with me for another spiritual vibe message. If you haven't, and this is your first time listening to me, welcome. And if you're already coming back, welcome back. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Traci K with an I. Follow me on social media at the Working It Out series. And I have also a podcast where I upload episodes, maybe that you're not hearing on social media, or just episodes. And that is also the Working It Out series. You can find it on Spotify, Podbean, all over Amazon, so forth. And to include, if you haven't, we have some amazing groups. And we have, right now, request to join, and go ahead and join our Spiritual Vibration Challenge group. If you're seeking support, if you're seeking spiritual support, motivation, some positive psychology, some good healing vibes, and people that can want to support you and help you, go there. It's facebook.com/groups/spiritual vibration challenge. So you will be encouraged. You'll be definitely motivated. I love that. Every time if I do get on social media, I try to do that when I can. I usually have an app that does all that stuff and posts everything, but I like to see what people are posting, and it's amazing, and it's great because now it's like, you got that AI algorithm thing where it's constantly, it knows where you're going, so it automatically now everything's coming in when I'm scrolling. I look at it, all about praying for my person in the hospital, praying for my daughter or son who graduated, praying for when I get my knee surgery, pray, and just seeking support, motivation. So do that right now if you need that. I know it helps me. We're all human. But today I want to talk about that's very important right now, and it's about how to be the first. And if you want to take a look at what we've dealt with, humanity came on to this planet, and it's been notified in Genesis, and we were created in His own image. Back before those times, there was the universe, gods and goddesses. Sometimes, just like with the spiritual warfare, the angels got into a war back then, and there was Michael, there was Lucifer, there was Gabriel, there was lots of different angels, and a lot of times when the humans were created, they got jealous because maybe they felt like the universe God was more attention to the creatures on the planet and thus humans. When we create, because we were created in this image. But then, there were times when the angels and so forth and stuff that would break policies, and they would have some intimacy with the humans they weren't supposed to do. So we have these temptations. Even then, back then, the highest of authority can get those temptations, and that's where it's coming from. Where, the scripture speaks about the enemy was able to get in place of authority, and so it took Jesus down the road to reinstate some of those things. No more sacrificing animals. It's just that Lord Jesus, He has saved us, and it's a concerning shield of faith. What I mean by glory in the sense of, because today we need to shine a light a little bit about the devil in a sense and the enemy. So, right? Can I get us so good? Because we got to be the ones to change, and we got to make the right choices. So what's wrong is your deception is very, very attractive these days, and it can go through your family, your loved ones. It can go through all this stuff, and maybe perhaps some of you have been defeated, or like myself, always struggling and fighting against that, because when you rise higher and level up, of course, it's more responsibilities. You get light bulb. So come back always to the spiritual vibe messages. Get your back on the path for the kingdom and advance and level up because the light has to be shined. And in our hearts, the enemy knows that. So why doesn't he just want us to just come? Maybe not read our Bibles or maybe studied in positivity or maybe studying in spirituality, whatever, because we're going to be in it because to take advantage. Do not see that you're being taken advantage of. Who did not, tell me you guys did not hate going to church. Everybody hated going to church. It was like, oh my gosh, the weekend. That's supposed to be my time. I don't want to go to church. I can't stand it. I got to dress up. I got to whatever. It's too early. This is my time to sleep. I don't know about you, but it's so great now that we have that on a mobile level. And understanding what we need to do about that information is we have to declare, and be clear of the understanding of what our purpose is and begin to receive Jesus and thanks and all those who have sacrificed, especially during the times when we're in spiritual warfare, people that do sacrifice for us and our freedom and liberty. Why don't we stop right now in memories of them in silence? A little bit of silence for that, okay? So let's take that moment right now and honor them with this silence. Let's start now. All right, thank you. So good. In memory. So when I'm talking about this salvation of spiritual, we need to wear that helmet of salvation, and we need to honor ourself with the sword, our tongues, and we need to get out there and start getting back on that path. We all make mistakes. Um, it comes through in areas that we do not like. But I tell you that all you think that, oh, why can't I have the friends I want to have? Why can't I have the people that I work for pay me, or why can't I seem to not break these curses? Or maybe it's because you don't realize that you're unique. You're special in that way. Just like with Adam and Eve and so forth. I mean, the serpent knew that he had to be really tempting and understand why when they weren't supposed to eat of the fruit. If you're in the sense of that, you're not supposed to eat of the fruit when it comes to certain things and your choices in life. We all are sinners and we all make mistakes and we must be learning to walk in the idea of Jesus because Jesus was perfect. But yet he did get angry. It's not like he did not get angry. But he loved everybody. It's not like no matter what we do, no matter how many mistakes you make, guess what? The higher power still loves you. No matter what. Even when you say you throw your fist at God, or when you get also angry, or when you get angry, or you treat your family wrong, or you don't be loyal to your own daughter or your son, or you can't, whether you had those parents, it doesn't matter. You have that higher power parents, mom and dad universe, they'll always love you no matter what. And so what I want to state is you're unique. Maybe you don't seem to understand, well, why don't I get along with why I don't feel like I'm part of this family. I don't feel like I'm part of this work. I don't understand why I'm here. Why are you doing this? I don't like it. Maybe because when you're in those uncomfortable situations, that's the test that you're going through to make sure that the higher power has your right interest so you can stay on that path where you were meant to be because you are unique. So I want to talk about this shield. Why it is so important? Because it is a symbolic of the sacrifice of our blood that runs through us. And this shield, the spiritual warfare shield, is also written in the good book, and it's also in spirituality. It's intratable. And that's the one thing I want you to understand right now. It's being born again. It's being received. It's receiving. Ask. Now, what I'm about is, you ever know that area of Matthew where it says, knock, Ask, and you shall receive. Ask big. Because let me tell you something, when you ask for that shield of armor, so that when the enemy throws these darts, or what do? We hold up that shield. And our shield is very powerful. And I want to tell you something right now. Most people are going to think, when you get, say, well, I don't want to go through that stuff from holy rollers. Well, here's the thing. Don't force anybody to try to come and believe what you believe. Because if they're not ready, they're not ready. I understand that. Like, I try never to do that. I try to more do a self-growth, personal development. Because people are like, oh, geez. I understand that. You do not think I didn't deal with the Jehovah's Witnesses. Poor things have the worst reputation. In fact, I just got something from them this week. And I mean, I get stuff like that. So I understand. But you cannot and will not let me believe and take that away from me. And that's what the enemy tries to do. If they can't get to you, they'll go through your loved ones. They will take away your friends. They will take away your career. They'll badmouth your social media. They will make sure that your so-called loved ones don't support you, come against. This is what it's all about. So, but let me tell you something. You're not ever alone. And you're not crazy. Yes. And you're going to get these so-called diagnoses from those medical professionals. I'm doing my quotes in the air. Oh, she's bipolar. Oh, she's psycho. She's psycho. Yes, there might be indefinitely those type of things on a traditional level. But we all know, don't we? Can I get it so good and raise your hand and start clapping? We know that it's a gift and it's special and we're unique. We were told so. I was told so when I was a very young age. I knew it. And I have a disability. And yes, but there's a reason for this. And it's going to come against you, but you were meant to be something. And so I want you to understand that that shield protects your heart. And just think about this. When you know you're leveling up and you got people going, you know you're on the right path. Don't you think so good? Yes. So, oh no. You know, my cousin this, my cousin that, went bankrupt. Oh no, I lost all my businesses. I lost my divorce. I'm oh, and you get those people say, oh, you're nothing. You'll never be anything. You'll never get paid. Nobody will pay you. Nobody wants to talk to you. Nobody likes you. Nobody believes you. You're nothing. You're always going to be on government systems. You're always going to be having to deal with health. You're always going to be dealing with, nobody wants to be friends with you. Nobody wants to know you. And then they're going to tempt you with this, like, I'm the only person here for you. I'm the only person that cares about. I'm the only one that puts up with you. Right? Do you ever hear what I'm saying? B-A-E, S-O. No. That's because that is the enemy. That's the strong point. So when you think, oh, I'm never going to get healed the rest of my life. No, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to get promoted for my business. I'm not going to be getting all these millions of followers. I'm not going to be getting this. I know what you're believing, and I'm telling you right now, I don't want you to ever think that. It's good because you are not going to let that happen. I'm not going to let that happen to you. Nobody's going to let that happen. And maybe there's a reason why you're listening to this message. What you're doing, dealing with those people, dealing with those things, is wasting your time. And it's just a distraction off your path. Now, some of you might have to compromise a little bit. But you know what? That doesn't mean you have to let them take your power away. And that is what they try to do. So forgive them. You can get mad. Do you not think Jesus didn't get mad? Of course he did. I mean, when it came down to it, when things came to oh, Jesus, we know you got this powerful miracle, this gift, and we're out of wine for this wedding. I need you to get some more wine. And he got a little nerve with his mom. And he called her, he didn't call her mom, he said, listen, woman. He called her woman. Okay, whatever. I'm supposed to be doing something right now, mom, or woman. He called her woman. But I'm going to do this for you, okay? Jesus did drink wine. Wine's of the Spirit. It's nothing to get. But it's about overindulging, which is a lot of things with you're dealing with your 7 deadly sins type thing. But we are sinners. We are on a planet that deals with this. We have technology today. We have AI now. We have all this stuff we're dealing with. And so it is a big, 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 overwhelming frustration. But you have to take care of yourself, and you cannot let those people get away. So, what is real? Prayer is real. Meditation is real. And let me tell you, the enemy, the devil, what you ever call it, does not like it. So always seek, and you will come back, and you will put you back on the right path. Because believe it or not, the truth always is, and you can be forgiven, repentant, acknowledge, be grateful, recognize that knowledge, recognize how you're growing, and be connected. And let me tell you, lies, lies, lies on those other things. They're the liar. A liar. The scripture, the boss says, I mean, who's the closest, I think, closest ever was John the Baptist. He was like almost as perfect as Jesus. He was pretty much. And he says that, you are a liar and the truth is not in who you are, but the Father lies. So that is what it's supposed to do. I mean, even one point, if you think about it, when Jesus knew what he was supposed to be doing, even though he wouldn't do it, the enemy came even into Peter. I mean, what do you think about that? The jealousy why? Because, John was the closest thing ever. He was his cousin. I mean, he was almost as perfect Jesus. And you got to be thinking about that. Peter was probably pretty jealous, wasn't it? Whoa. Just wake up here. It can be that way. And even he saw that weakness and got into that and even used it to try to talk. Jesus said, hey, you don't have to go through this, Jesus. You don't have to go through this. We can just get out of here right now. But he said, no. Devil, get behind me. Satan, get behind me. And it was even in it. And when that came in, woo, it shook him alive. And he came out. And so you can be healed. I'm telling you right now, you're going to be healed. You're going to be blessed. You're blessed. You're touched with the anointing. I know it. It's on the way. It's going to be in and out, but I'm telling you, it's on its way. Being alone is a blessing in disguise. Peace. Protect your peace. If you haven't watched my thing on protecting your peace, read that. I'm telling you, you will never have another sad day. Once you get that into your life and make it a practice, 30 days of practice, asking, shouting, and receiving, speak back to the enemy. When they begin to throw these so-called darts at you, not become so well adjusted in a sense or first in anything, be first. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the laws state clearly, you will, because you were anointed. So let's wake up our minds, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, make up our minds to be always strong. And being able to get that vision and being able to dream up that screenplay, not only will this enemy be able to flee, because it will flee. You will have vigor, you will have vitality, you have opposition, you are a creator in a sense. So let me tell you something. I want you to cheer yourself right now. Give yourself a cheer right now. Hear me? Cheer. Yes. Can you feel the vibe? Can you feel the vibe? I'm going to tell you right now, your uniqueness is your superpower because the truth is never wrong. When they criticize to hold you back because your dreams aren't what they're used to or agree with, and they're afraid you might outgrow them or overcome them power, leave them behind. Leave them behind. And that is meant to be, they'll lose you. Stop asking for their advice. Stop asking for anything from them. Never been there themselves. It is not their destiny because that's what you do. And when you please people, don't do it. You're betraying yourself. When in doubt, tempt. It'll dim your light. They'll suck it dry. You've got to replenish yourself. You've got to read because your soul knows you're made for so much purpose. It can burst. You are born with greatness inside of you. And whether it's a blessing or a curse, I'm going to tell you right now, the world won't be better until your greatness is dispersed. So there's only one of you in this entire planet, and your knowing knows you're not going to be letting this happen. You're not crazy. I'm telling you right, you're not crazy. You're unique. You're special. Come on and celebrate yourself right now. Celebrate yourself right now. Sending you amazing vibes. You hear me? You're going to say, I'm first. I'm first to go to college. I'm first to break this generational family curse. I'm first to answer to the call. I'm first to obey. I'm first to discipline. I'm first to be sober. I'm first to be healed. I'm first to be business owner. I'm first to be getting my doctorate. I'm first to getting an Emmy. I'm first to get an Oscar. I'm first to get an amazing windfall of money because I walked across the bridge and I made that choice and I'm changing the world. You are first. That's how to be first. What, Traci K? I'm still on this thing. I don't have a job. I don't have this. They're going to judge people. Judge me for that. Really? But yet, how much do you really know your net worth is? Yet you still have these disabilities. Yes, you still have assistance. But that's because that enemy did something to you, and now you're being given what he said to make sure those people who have done you wrong, they already told you if they've done you wrong, then they will pay for it. 100 times fold. So don't think of it as that you're a loser. You're not. You're approved. You are approved. If you haven't watched my video about you being approved, watch that. So let's come together right now. Take a deep breath in and celebrate and feel that good vibe and reach up to the sky to level up because say, I'm first. I'm first. I'm first. I'm first. And then slap your goal down. I'm first, whatever you accomplish. I'm first. I am first. Yes. How about everybody like that? Everybody like that? And I want you right now, if you haven't done so, get into the group. I want you to comment to me or below in YouTube in the comment. Tell me what you're first in. What have you been first in now? That's something I want to see. I want to see that feedback. Can you do that for me, everybody? Oh, my goodness. So good, so good. Love you in this place. So good. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm feeling this vibe, and I'm loving this message today. Aren't you guys? It's wonderful. So take that message, and when you get a chance, let's come back. And I've got some special offers for you. So stay tuned and check that out. And I wish you all the best. Put your hands together in prayer mode. I thank you for coming to share your practice with me today. And I wish you all a new journey. You are on a new path. You have been now anointed and you are first. Put your hands up to the sky and vow to claim it. Yes.